Hello everyone! So today I want to do kind of an art vlog. I have some art projects and things I'm working on. I want to start a clay project today and just kind of talk about my art and kind of some things that I want to do. I want to show you some of my projects and ideas that I have, and I'm probably going to maybe make this into a couple separate videos. I might do this as a vlog style, and then I also want to make a video just kind of for this clay piece that I'm going to work on today. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, so I'm going to give you a little tour of my art table. Right here, this is the piece that I'm working on right now. It is a brain, and I did all these little dots of different colors to outline the brain, and I'll talk about this more. I'll make a video eventually about this and kind of some of the ideas behind it, like neurodiversity and just new neural pathways and recovery and stuff like that. And I showed this in a different video, but it's surrounded by plants, and this one I'm working on I'll be working on this one for a long time, but it's plants that can help with anxiety, depression, and just kind of brain health. And again, disclaimer, do your own research and everything. Alright, so before I get started with the clay, I wanted to share some other things with you. So this clay, it's not just clay like from the store. This is clay from the earth, from the ground, from where I live. So I live in Pennsylvania, and we have a lot of clay in our soil on the land that I live on. And a couple years ago, like I don't know how many, like 5-6 years ago now probably, I dug a big hole and I extracted a lot of clay. I filtered it a little bit, so I picked out the rocks and things like that. I did make a little pot before, and so I made this little pot, and it's from the clay from where I live, and I fired it on ours. I put it in the fire basically, and I really am inspired by Native Americans and Native American tradition, and it's something I want to share more about, and just things we can learn. We want to just kind of honor the people of this land and the best ways that I can. Alright, so working with clay and stuff, I probably should do this outside, but it's extremely hot. So I have some water here. I have a log from our yard too that I'm gonna work on top of it with. Here's the clay. It's been sitting for a long time, so I'm gonna re-wet it. But yeah, just make sure you get the towel ready. You got old clothes on, so you're gonna get dirty. And I'm making this art piece. I'm making this clay model, and I want to make it like a little vase of a female figure, of a female body that I can put some plants in, that I can grow some flowers, put some flowers in. And I've been struggling for a little while now with my own body positivity and my own self-worth and self-image, and not comparing myself to other women, not comparing myself to other people. But I don't want to compare myself to other women. I don't want to compare my body to anyone else's. My body is beautiful without the approval of somebody else, and other women are not my competition. They're not my enemy. They're not somebody else's beauty doesn't make my beauty any less. And society and culture, you're kind of breeded to be against each other a little bit, and I don't want to be like that. I want to celebrate my sisters. I want to be happy. I want to be confident in my body as it is myself, not compare it to anyone else. Somebody else's beauty has nothing to do with my own. It doesn't lessen it. It's not a competition. And I want to make more content on body positivity and how OCD can impact that. I also wanted to kind of bring in anthropology and the study of the past and things, because we've been making art about bodies, about women's bodies for a long time. And one thing that I thought of kind of after I was running this idea through my head about making the clay and making this pot for myself I was like, there's Venus figures from Europe. There's lots of statues and things of women. If you don't know what the Venus figures are, they're pretty cool. You can check them out if you want. I have a little picture here from one of my books. I'm sure you've seen it before. It's really I feel like it's pretty well known, but there's tons of these figures. It's not, that's, I feel like, the main one that you see, but there's tons of these out there. Alright, I started making a mess, so I ripped up a big cardboard box that we had, so I'm sitting on the bottom, and now I have like a wall here so I don't make as much of a mess. So, I think I'm going about this kind of the wrong way. I almost feel like I need to start it over. So, because the walls are kind of thin, and some of it's wet, some of it's dry. I think I need to make it like a chunk, and then curve it from there, because then I'm not going to be able to shape it as much of like a woman as if the walls are too thin. I think I'm trying to make the middle too big, so I can have it as like a vase or flowers or something, but switching ideas a little bit. I stopped trying to make it in a pot form and just have a solid block of the clay here, and I'm going to try to kind of mold it and carve out a figure of a woman. I do have this drawing here, and I do want to, it's an unfinished drawing, but something that I've worked on before that I'm going to try to use, and I have some other pictures and stuff online that I'm going to look at to kind of get the shape and everything. Kind of liking this tool. This is one of my paint mixers, but it's actually helping a lot because having all that clay stick to my fingers, I couldn't really get it like I wanted to. do a little bit more of the detail work, try to get some of the fingers in there, try to get a little bit of the underboob, to get a little bit of the underboob, and the belly button and the collarbones, try to see if I can make those details more noticeable. So I am using this. This is just my regular paint mixer, but I also have one of these. I don't actually know what this is called, but another paint mixer. This is used a lot in thicker paintings to kind of get a large glob of paint on there and to kind of make a more roughed edged painting. And I'm going to use a toothpick too and see if I can really get in those little fine details and kind of define more of the edges. pretty happy with how it turned out actually, so I think I'm gonna take off some of the back end here and try to let it dry, and we'll see how it looks when it's dry. It's still a little rough in areas. I don't really know exactly. I mean, the paintbrush, this did help to wet the paintbrush and kind of smooth it out a little bit, but in some of these areas it's like so fine that I'm not gonna, like the fingers they don't need smoothed out, because then I think I'm gonna roll the whole finger out. But I'm happy with it, so I'm gonna take off the back. I'm gonna take a little break. I'm gonna get something to eat. It's lunchtime, and I didn't really think about this much. I don't know if I should cut it off from the block when it's still, probably when it's still wet, but not too wet, like it needs to be half dry. So I'll check on that. I don't know if I should just do it with this, or if I have a little string, I might be able to pull it through. I don't know. I don't want to jack it up. But we'll see about that when I'm done with lunch. Came back, so this is dried a little bit. I got some string here, so I'm gonna try to separate it from the base without morphing the actual piece. Let's see. Oh! Well, that was a lot easier than I thought. I'll probably still have to come back and do that again once it's more dry to make sure it didn't like re-bind or whatever. But yeah, I still have another block over here that I can do something with. I have a whole tub that I can make more with. So yeah, I'll probably make more of these. But that I guess I can do in a different vlog. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you liked it. And yeah. Thank you for watching. Bye.